The NFL season is finally here, so make sure you're ready with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. It gives you the most live NFL games all in one place, exactly what you need to make your Sundays more magical. Sign up today at youtube.com/Sunday Ticket. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
When it comes to towing, seeing is believing. That's why Chevy Truck's advanced camera technology offers up to 8 available cameras for 14 unique views, so you can focus on the view that really matters. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Learn more about Chevy Trucks at Chevy.com. Safety or driver assistance features are no substitute for the driver's responsibility to operate the vehicle in a safe manner. Read the Vehicle Owner's Manual for important feature limitations and information.
Welcome back to Rams Up, your favorite LA Rams podcast. We are part of the Fans First Sports Network. You can follow us on our YouTube channel as well, at LA Rams Up. I'm your host, Mark. I'll be joined occasionally by my football gurus, Paul and Ian. Let's get to it. Welcome back, Ram fans, episode 517. The bulk of this episode is my Week 1 Rams Up Straight Up game picks. Before we get into that, we've been focusing on Ram injuries, and, well, we should be. There are some significant ones to be concerned about. Checked in on the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, and DJ Reed are all listed as questionable, but they sound pretty optimistic they're all going to be able to go. A bigger concern, Penei Sewell, their great tackle. Writers there saying Dan Campbell appeared to be optimistic Sewell will be able to go. That would be gigantic if he misses this opener. On the Rams side, Puka Nacua and Jonah Jackson all looking good. Having trouble finding any updates on Big Rob. He's probably our biggest concern. We could have an offensive line of Joseph Noteboom, Steve Avila being switched back to left guard, Jonah Jackson plugged in at center, Kevin Dotson at right guard, and Warren McClendon at right tackle. Now, it could be Jackson and Avila flip there, Avila back to center, and maybe Big Rob's good to go. But I'm pretty optimistic Noteboom and McClendon would not be the end of the world, not going to be like what we dealt with in 2022. These are two pretty talented guys. Not the best scenario, but I think Sean McVay will figure out a way to make it work. Now, we'll talk more about this game in our roundtable, and I will have a complete preview of the game, including my fearsome 4 keys to the game later this week. And I have another faux pas, 2 straight episodes with faux pas. I said the USC-LSU football game was in Louisiana. It is, in fact, in Vegas. I swear I saw that somewhere. Got that wrong. Apologies. Let's get to those game picks. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Time for my Rams Up Straight Up game picks. Yeah, we're bringing that back. Did it all last year, comparing to experts across the NFL. This year, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm just going to compare to one of my favorite guys out there, Pete Prisco of CBS Sports. And why am I picking Pete? Well, I think I can hang with Pete. And, I don't mean to be throwing shade on him. Love the guy. great analyst, good writer, like his stuff. But I think I've compared to him favorably in the past. And so let's do it again, Pete, if you're out there. Hopefully you don't mind. We're going to talk about these week one games. And by the way, I do not look at what the experts have selected before I make my selections. No idea where this is going. Let's talk about our week one games. And we're going to start with that Thursday night game. Who do we have? We have the Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, I see the Chiefs favored by 3 in this game. Sounds about right. The history here, the Chiefs lead this series 8-5. We're talking Ravens, not the ancestors of the Ravens, which would be the Browns, of course. And the last time they played, just last January, the AFC Championship game, Chiefs won that one 17-10. That was a game where I think a lot of people think Lamar Jackson, changed his game up, tried to be a different quarterback than got them to where they were, and it cost the Ravens, I think. Ravens, really good defense, although they did lose their defensive coordinator, the new coach with the Seahawks there. They've added Derrick Henry, that's a big game changer in the AFC North there and the AFC in general. That offense, Lamar Jackson, the threat he presents, and then you add Derrick Henry getting up there in years, but still quite a contrast to what Lamar Jackson can do with the ball in his hands. So that's something to deal with. Meanwhile, over there in Kansas City, Chiefs, one of the best coaches in the league, if not the best, one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Well, let's just say it. He's the best quarterback in the league. Defending AFC champions. Really good defense. They still have Travis Kelce. But, they've dealt with a lot of distractions over this past offseason. And remember, they opened last year Thursday night. Lions came in and surprised them, pulled off the upset. And I'm expecting the same thing here. I'm picking the Ravens to come in and set the tone and win this game, win on the road at Kansas City on Thursday night. The second game of the week is actually a Friday night game. So Thursday night, we get to the top AFC teams. That's pretty cool. Friday night, we get to the top NFC teams. The Packers travel to Philadelphia. Packers kind of have a stranglehold on the Eagles over the years. 28 wins, 18 losses. That's pretty lopsided. The last time they played, had played since 2022. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers go into Philadelphia. Eagles win 40-33. So it was Jalen Hurts versus Aaron Rodgers. And, the Eagles, man, last year, it just got away from them. They had some clubhouse issues. I'm not going to speculate and get into that, but there are some strange things going on. And they just fell apart and ended up losing first round of the playoffs to the Buccaneers. I think they've righted that ship, though. They're going to come back strong. Still one of the best offensive lines in football. Now, I understand the love that the Packers are getting here. The Packers, by the way, are favored. But we got the Eagles are favored in this game by 2.5. Sounds about right. Packers getting so much love. A lot of it has to do with Jordan Love's ascension. He is truly a franchise quarterback at this point, and they've added some weapons. Got a nice little set of young receivers, and they have added Josh Jacobs, by the way. So the Eagles adding Saquon Barkley left that out, pretty important. Meanwhile, the Packers add Josh Jacobs. So Saquon Barkley, I think, is going to be a bigger impact than Jacobs. Love Jacobs with the Packers, though, replacing Aaron Jones. But I'm taking the Eagles to hold serve, win at home. And the tough thing here is it kind of sucks in a way. I could very easily come out of the gate 0-2 with these two games, two tough games to pick. I'm picking the underdog Ravens on the road in one. I'm picking the Eagles, the favorite at home in the other. Could be 1-1, could be 2-0, but I could get both these wrong. But there you have it. Those are my first two picks of the year. These Thursday and Friday night games.
At BlueNile.com, you can find endless ways to make your moments sparkle. From classic and timeless jewelry gifts to creating the custom engagement ring of her dreams, all at prices you won't find at a traditional jeweler. And right now, you can save up to 40% on fine jewelry and 25% on engagement ring settings during the Blue Nile Anniversary Sale, going on now. Go to BlueNile.com to shop the Blue Nile Anniversary Sale and save up to 40%. That's BlueNile.com.
Reporting live from under my blanket, I'm Susan Curtis with Dunkin' at Home. Breaking news, pumpkin spice iced and hot coffees are back. I'll pass it to Mr. Curtis with his blanket for the full story.
That is so right, Susan. You know, it's never too early to get in a spicy mood. I'm talking cinnamony goodness that's so tasty, people don't want to leave their blankets either. Back to you.
No, back to you.
All you.
The home with Dunkin' Pumpkin Spice is where you want to be.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What do we have next? The Steelers at the Falcons. Falcons favored by 3. Russell Wilson versus Kirk Cousins. Who would have thought that a year ago? The big difference between these two teams, weapons. The Falcons have them. The Steelers do not. Although I'd like to see Jaylen Warren get more carries for the Steelers if that happens. As the season progresses, I think it will happen. That'll improve the Steelers' chances of moving the ball on the ground. I think really talented running back that gets overlooked. So taking the Falcons there. Panthers at the Saints. Saints favored by 4.5. I think Derek Carr prevails in this early AFC South matchup. This is a game that does not appeal to me at all, and that means it'll probably turn into an overtime game, a shootout of some sort. Electric performances by somebody. On paper, not very appealing, but sometimes those games turn out to be pretty entertaining. And then we have the Vikings at the Giants. Vikings favored by 1. Sam Darnold versus Daniel Jones. Or is it two LSU receivers versus each other? Justin Jefferson versus Malik Neighbors. This is a tough one to pick. And you know what? When in doubt, I'll take the home team. I'll take the Giants. And this will be the Giants without Saquon Barkley, by the way. Commanders at Bucks. Bucks favored by 3.5. Commanders all in on rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, and so am I. I'm really excited about this guy. But rookie quarterback on the road, I'll take the Bucks. Raiders at Chargers. Chargers favored by 3.5. Raiders rolling with Gardner Minshew. This is going to be a low-scoring game. I think both teams are going to struggle on offense. I think the Chargers' defense is going to come through for them. I'll roll with the Chargers. Jags at the Dolphins. Dolphins -3. You know, it wasn't too long ago that the Jags were the class of the AFC South. I think they've been surpassed by the Titans and probably the Colts too. Maybe even the Titans. We'll have to see. Not a good game to bounce back and prove your relevancy in 2024. Dolphins at home. They're a scary good team on offense. I'll take the Dolphins. Broncos at the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 5.5. Bo Nix returns to the Pacific Northwest. Sean Payton, the great offensive mind, versus Mike McDonald, the Seahawks' new coach, a great defensive mind. You know, this is probably going to be, well, it would have been a closer game, neutral site or in Denver, but the Seahawks just thrive at home, don't they? The 12th man there, although I think their impact's overrated. I'll take the Seahawks there, but the Broncos could cover. Bo Nix, he's going to be a really good quarterback. Patriots at the Bengals. Bengals favored by 8.5. Jacoby Brissett gets the starting job with the Patriots for now anyways until Drake May is ready to go. No Bill Belichick on the Patriots sideline for the first time in forever. Bengals got to be the survivor pick for most people this week, right? Joe Burrow will play. Jamar Chase, as I'm recording this, is still questionable, contract issues. Now, I'd take the Pats in the 8.5 points. They're just really void of weapons, though. Taking the Bengals to win this. Cardinals at the Bills. Bills favored by 6. This is my pick of the week against the spread. Take the Cardinals in the 6 points. This is not your grandfather's Bills. Well, at least it's not the 2022 Bills. This team has really lost a lot of contributors over the last year or two. Cardinals going to cover, and you know what? This is my upset of the week special. Cardinals beat the Bills in Buffalo. Texans at the Colts. Colts favored by 2.5. This is a really significant matchup. AFC South. Probably the top 2 teams, at least at this point. The Colts with Anthony Richardson and Jonathan Taylor together. Texans are a special team, though, aren't they? Going to be a really good game. Probably my game of the week. I'll take the Texans, but man, I don't feel real strongly about it. And the Titans at the Bears. Bears favored by 4.5 at home. Everybody's really excited. Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze. But keep an eye on this Titans team. You know, I was really pretty much just dispatching them to last place in one of the worst teams in the AFC, if not the NFL. But if you look at their roster, they've made some really significant additions. DeAndre Hopkins and Tyler Boyd, wide receivers. Tony Pollard, their new running back. Now Hopkins, I realize he's getting on in years, but still a decent wide receiver. Tavondre Sweat on defense. He'll be playing alongside an ex-Ram, Sebastian Joseph Day. Harold Landry, good outside linebacker. And of course, they've added Ernest Jones. And they also signed Quandre Diggs, the ex-Seattle safety, and Chidubwe Awuzie, a cornerback formerly of the Bengals, who I thought the Rams might make a run at. This is a pretty good team. Well, I shouldn't say that. They are better than people are realizing. Could be a fun team to watch. Keep your eye on the Titans. I am taking the Bears in this game, but don't be surprised if this turns out to be a really interesting, fun, close game. Cowboys at the Browns. Browns favored by 2.5, which surprises me. Thought the Cowboys might be favored just because they always get undeserved love, even by the odds makers, because the public just jumps all over them. I don't know what to do with this game, really. But I'm going to take the Cowboys. And this could be a low-scoring game. 2 really good defenses, but I think the Cowboys have enough weapons. Well, at least in the passing attack, their run game. That's the problem with the Cowboys in a game like this. Are they going to be able to move the ball on the ground at all? So maybe hedge your bets here. I'll take the Cowboys. Don't feel strongly about it at all. And then the Jets at the 49ers. 49ers favored by 3.5. And, you know, the Packers with Aaron Rodgers had really bad experiences against the 49ers. And maybe that will play out here again. Aaron Rodgers' first full game, hopefully, in quite a while. I don't think he'll be rusty, but still not sure what he's going to be able to do against this 49ers defense. Another fun game, Monday night game. I'll take the 49ers, though. And then we have the Rams at the Lions. Current odds, I saw Lions by 3.5. And this is, man, Sunday night, it's going to be crazy. Matthew Stafford returning to Detroit again. Now, Rams' offensive line might be a little short-handed. This game, trenches are going to be so important, and the Rams have some issues on offense and defense as far as that goes. But I think the young Rams are going to come through. I'm going to have a whole game preview on this where I'll get into the details, but I am, of course, taking the Rams, as I always do. And that's where the homerism comes through here. Guilty as charged. Rams over the Lions on Sunday night. That's going to do it for this episode Remember, you can reach us at ramsuppodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget about our YouTube channel. Our handle is at laramsup.com. Till next time, keep the horns up, stay safe, and have fun out there.